as you can see, understanding what every paragraph talks about is much better and much faster than trying to understand what every sentence tries to say. In this way, you can quickly solve the questions of the reading section without having to waste time actually reading. Okay, let's take a look here at another presentation I just made. Okay, I didn't expect to be finishing this quickly. So, let's take a look at these. Soft centers, hard profits. Are you being seduced by the sweet industry? So, seduction or seduce, and it comes from the noun seduction, is to be tempted. Okay, it's like the sweets are beckoning to you and saying, "Come, eat me." So that's seduction. It's tempting you. You feel attracted to the sweets. You love the sweets. You want to eat them. Now you're hungry, and I am hungry as well. But let's just carry on. We're talking about the chocolate industry. Let's read. Or let's just again go to the questions. You'll see that the text is very large and unmarked. Okay, so let's take a look here. Sentence 1 to 5 are paraphrases of ideas in the passage. For each paraphrase, underline the words in the passage. And here is a very difficult question, because you're not choosing a certain text or a certain heading. You are looking for a very small sentence that explains exactly what is given here, and definitely without using the same words. This is difficult. So let's take a look and see if we can do it. Question 1. There are plenty of reasons why chocolate is popular. Okay? Chocolate is popular reason. Reason, popular. Alright? The chocolate industry is becoming a global phenomenon. That's this. More money is spent advertising sweets and chocolate than any other similar products. So, advertising. Although well-known products achieve the highest sales, new ones are also important. So we're talking about new products. The short-term availability of a new product provides consumers with an interesting and reliable change. Short-term availability. So again, we're talking about reasons, or why is it popular, why it is popular, global phenomenon, advertising, why it's better, new ones, and short-term availability. Okay. We will not read this entire text. We'll just try to understand every paragraph what it's talking about. And by the way, also pay attention to numbers. 5.2 billion, 1.6 billion, 1997. All of these numbers are very important, so we need to understand it. The text is filled with them, so let's see if we can solve it. If chocolate were found to be seriously addictive, then the UK would need major therapy to kick the habit. Kick the habit means stop doing it. Okay? Kick the habit means stopping it. The British lead the world in their love of cocoa-based treats, or the cocoa-based treat. As you can see, they're not trying to repeat the word chocolate over and over and over. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. No, they will say chocolate, cocoa-based treats, and so on. As a product, chocolate has a lot going for it, appealing to all ages. So we're talking here about the chocolate craze, okay? Chocolate craze in Britain. Can be a good title for this one. The UK market has shown consistent growth, very clear, consistent growth. Or market, nothing else. And all of these numbers are describing the growth of the market. Next one. Around 60% of all confectionery, by the way, confectionery confectioneries are sweet items, sweet products, anything sweet, chocolate, cake, sweets, I don't know, gum, anything, okay? So again here, market growth. The words keep carrying over from the last one. Okay. So around 60% of all confectionery is bought on impulse. Impulse is confectionery. Okay, confectionery. And impulse. Impulse is you're not buying something by planning. You are just walking down the street. You saw maybe a pack of chocolate or some M&Ms, okay, and suddenly you bought it, okay? You just bought it on impulse, without thinking, without planning, you just bought it. All right. So let's take a look here at which makes again. So around 60% of all confectionery is bought on impulse, which makes its availability a key determinant of sales. Impulse buying also makes the development of a strong brand image vital, and large, long-established brands control the market. Building up these brands costs serious money. Media expenditure on confectionery exceeds that. So we're talking about advertisements. Okay, so again, we're saying media expenditure on confectionery exceeds that. So it took us some time to find the keywords here, but there it is, advertising. All right. Innovation is also essential for ongoing success. Innovation, right? Innovation. And they're talking about Flight, okay, claiming to be a mainstream brand to address the weight-conscious women, so on and so forth. 98 calories a bar, and all of these are innovations. We're finding that younger people and men are buying because chocolates don't come in traditional. They don't come in traditional shaped boxes. They look different. So difference here. One feature of the chocolate industry in recent years has been the emergence of special editions. After the consumer, the emergence of special editions, the concept was a marketing triumph. Triumph is a large victory. Triumph. Triumph, okay? None of the words here are silent. Triumph. Producers believe that special editions offer the consumer a new and exciting variation. So special editions. Special editions. Here we are. Let's get back now to the questions and see if we can find them. There are plenty of reasons why chocolate is popular. Maybe it's the chocolate craze in Britain. Let's take a look. So, appealing to all ages, both sexes and all income brackets. In 1997, the total value of UK is staggering. Okay, maybe it's this one. It's because it appeals to all ages, both sexes, and all income brackets. Maybe. Let's take a look. The UK market has shown consistent growth. Marketing director, luxury chocolate producer and retailer, increasingly transcends the national boundaries. Swiss Nestle, largest confectioner, exported over a quarter. No, none of these actually talk about why it's popular. They're just referring to the market growth. So here, we're talking about why all the craze in Britain. So that's the first paragraph. Okay, I'm just going to mark it here. Right. 1. Okay, so I really hope you can see this one. Here it is. I'm just going to try it here. 1. All right, next. The chocolate industry is becoming a global phenomenon. As you can see here, they were talking about Nestle, Swiss Nestle, the largest confectioner exported over a quarter of its production to more than 100 countries. So we're talking global attention here. Also transcends national boundaries and so on. By the way, this type of questions will not actually come in the test. They're just looking for ideas. I wouldn't say that it will be easy to find, or actually I wouldn't say that questions like these will be in the test, just for you to, they're just here for you to understand. More money is spent advertising sweets. I think you all know where it is, here. Okay, advertising. So media expenditure of confectionery exceeds that for any other impulse market. Cadbury and Trevor Bassett, 1997 Confectionery Review, reveals that in 1996, blah, 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 blah. All right? So we're talking about spent advertising than any other similar product. Although well-known products achieve the highest sales, new ones are also important. So it's looking for new ones or innovation. It's one of those. So we have to read. So innovation is also essential for ongoing success, despite the chocolate market being dominated by consistent performance. This is the exact meaning, but using a completely different set of words. So innovation is essential, making new types of chocolate, even though the market is dominated by consistent performance, chocolates that we're all used to. Here, okay, the short-term availability of a new product provides consumers with an interesting and reliable change. Here, one feature of the chocolate industry in recent years has been the emergence of special editions. The concept was a marketing triumph that special editions offer the consumer new, exciting variation of the product. So here we're looking reliable change, and so on. So here we have understood what paraphrasing is. Okay, every one of these sentences are present in the text, almost with the exact same meaning, but they are written in a different manner, which is why it's important for you to understand why paraphrasing is the key word of the entire IELTS test. Let's carry on. Let's find some keywords here. All right, they're a bit, let's take a look here. All right, now we need to choose no more than 2 words and a number, or a number. So we need to solve these by copying words from the text without having, or without exceeding the limit of 2 words, or 2 words and 1 number. Anyway, first, let's try to guess the type of answer expected in each of these spaces. This will help us a lot, not only in the reading, but also in the listening test, so that you know what type of information you should expect. Telephone number, address, someone's name, so on. Number 1, the chocolate market in the UK was worth money. Okay. Having shown a steady increase during the preceding 10 years period. Overall, the manufacturer Swiss Nestle supplies the chocolate to over something. Okay, so maybe customers here, or someone who buys something. Okay, customer. By the way, I have already read it, so I'm pretty sure you all know the answer for this one at least. All right. 3, and the company has seen rapid sales increases in the market in maybe a type of product, a rapid increase in the market type of product, or maybe abroad. We don't know. So I would say type of market, or continent. Maybe Britain. All right. So of course I don't Britain. 4. Nevertheless, the UK market remains the biggest. Surprisingly, British people eat more than something consumers. British people eat more than something consumers. Maybe other, or maybe another nationality, European, because they're actually referring to the European market here. So mostly I think European, but that's not a guarantee it's correct. All right, 5. Within the European market, their consumption amounts to something, a percentage maybe, okay, percentage, or shall we say part, some type of percentage here. All right, so here we are, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Overall, the manufacturer Swiss Nestle supplies chocolate to over blah blah blah. Here, let's take a look. Nestle, here it is, Swiss Nestle. The largest confectioner exported over a quarter of its production to more than 100 countries. Okay, so more than a quarter of its products to 100 countries. Supplies chocolate to over 100 countries is the answer. Okay? Alright. And the company has seen rapid sales increases in the markets in somewhere. Where are the sales increases? Here. Nestle has recorded particularly fast growth in confectionery sales in Asia. So the answer is Asia. Here, Asia. Nevertheless, the UK market remains the biggest. Surprisingly, British people eat more than someone else. Okay, let's see. Nestle has Eastern Europe, but few markets challenge the UK in terms of current confectionery consumption. In the US, in the US, the land associated with excess. Every American devours a mere 10 kilograms and confectionery per person per year, whereas the UK consumers each manage 16 kilograms. In Europe, where the chocolate market is estimated to be worth over 12 billion, the UK amounts for almost a third of that total, followed by some way behind by Germany, France, and Italy. So Britain consumes more than maybe the US or Europe. So we don't know. But here, let's see here, eat more than. Now here's the deal. They said surprisingly. Here's the key word, surprisingly. Okay, you are expecting something, but another thing happens. So if we take a look here at the text here, in the US, the land associated with excess. Each American develops a land associated with excess. This is something that you attribute to the US, and suddenly you find the opposite. You find that the British consume more than the US. This is the answer. Than the US. USA or US. Okay? Within the European market, their consumption amounts to, of course, hopefully you understand or you can see what the answer here. It's very clear. The UK amounts for almost a third of that total. So, third. A third. So, here are the answers here. And this is my introduction to the more difficult part here. I don't believe I have seen this type of questions except maybe once, twice in the tests. Nevertheless, it is frankly means in reality or in my sincere opinion, in my honest opinion, a disaster. Why? Because you have to paraphrase by choosing from the text below. And this is a very difficult task if you don't understand the text very well. The chocolate market is dominated by something brands. So let's start this text from this brand here? I would say, just a moment. So this is 5 and okay. So the chocolate market is dominated by consistent performance or very known brands, very stable brands. What is the word that matches consistent performance? Let's see. Purchasing, low-fat, selection, media, impulse, similar, eating, or outdated, novelty, unsuccessful, well-known, international. By the way, novelty, okay, is something that is new. Lasting, temporary, well-known brands, consistent performance. So I would say the answer is K. Well-known brands. For this reason, confectioners spend large sums of money on something advertisements. Purchasing, low-fat, selection, media advertisements maybe. Media advertisements. Let's see. Dominated by let's take lower here. Availability, large long brands. Building up these brands costs serious money. Media expenditure on confectionery exceeds that for any impulse market. So here is dominated by well-known brands. So on media advertisements is the answer. D. In fact, in 1996, the amount spent totaled $94 million. Pounds. Okay, 94 million pounds. However, it's also important for companies to allocate resources to development, novelty ideas, new ideas. Okay, unsuccessful is not the word. Impulse, similar, outdated, no. Low-fat ideas, not exactly. Okay, so novelty ideas are new ideas. So you can see that novelty is a very important word here. Novelty ideas. Okay, and here is the answer. Innovation is also essential for ongoing successes. Innovation is developing something new. Examples of these are flight war and celebrations. Chocolate producers try to increase sales by changing their customers' buying habits, eating habits, purchasing habits, maybe. Let's see what is written in the text. Celebrations traditionally hasn't changed. People who buy products tend to be older and female. With celebrations, we're finding that younger people and men are buying it because chocolates don't come in traditional shaped box. They look different. So products such as flight and celebrations are attempts to introduce a different product category and increase sales for retailers rather than just shifting market share. Okay? The concept producers believe that special edition offers the customers while suggesting the same consistent quality they associate with it. Since special editions are only available for a few weeks while stocks last, they also have a unique quality about them. Apart from denting sales of the straight version, limited edition appear only to simply boost overall sales. Now, in general, I will say that they are here to change their customers' purchasing habits. For example, if a product has an something image, it may be necessary to alter this. So, purchasing is A. And for example, if a product has an outdated image, a very old image that needs to be renewed, okay, and where is it? Where is the answer here? Another celebrations, essential, chocolate flight claiming to be the first mainstream brand to low-fat products, designed to appeal, okay, and that young people and men are buying because chocolates don't come in traditional shaped box. They look different. Traditional shaped can be a bit old-fashioned, no low-fat, okay. Well known, we have already used it. There's nothing here saying that we can use one letter more than once. Children's image, no. Lasting, temporary. If a product has an outdated, whereas outdated is the answer. Next, it may be necessary to alter this. Something increase in sales can be achieved by introducing special editions. So, denting, limited editions appear to simply boost overall sales. The concept was a marketing offer the consumer in here. So, since special editions are only available for a few weeks while stock lasts, a unique quality about them, apart from denting sales of the straight version, limited editions appear to simply boost overall sales. What I understand from this text is that limited editions appear for only a certain period of time. They are only a temporary product. So a temporary increase in sales, P, can be achieved by introducing special editions on the market. These are successful because they have maybe a unique value, or maybe lasting, no, children, new value, novelty ideas. Just a moment. Maybe ideas are not novelty. They have a novelty value here, okay, and here is new. I didn't see this one. So new ideas, to developing new ideas, and they have novelty value. These things are new. These things are unique, which means that they have a lasting novelty value. Okay, let's take a look at the next thing here. Okay, we will just solve this one and then end our lecture here, end our session here. Find the following words and phrases in the passage and state what they refer to. We are talking about pronouns. We're talking about different words used for the same type of product, so that we can not use, or we can stop using the word chocolate over and over again. One sign of weak language is when you use a certain word repeatedly over 4, 5, 6 times in just one paragraph. So let's say, for example, you're talking about chocolate. So, or let's talk about the International Space Station. Someone who wouldn't speak English or who doesn't employ the variety needed in English would say something like, the International Space Station has been, or is constructed in 19 whatever, and the International Space Station is the largest space station in the currently in orbit. The International Space Station has, or is constructed by through the union of 20 countries. The International Space Station has 15 astronauts on it. You will see that International Space Station is repeated over and over again. So what can be said is this. You can use pronouns. So the International Space Station was constructed in 1976 by a collection or a group of countries, something. It, or this large, or we can refer to this lab in the sky, maybe, lab in the sky, all right? I just made up a word. Or this amazing human invention in orbit. We can try to color our words so that they can have a beautiful or beauty meaning. I think we have already solved the cocoa-based treat chocolate. The remaining, line 6. So let's take a look here at line 6. Sorry, here. 5. And sugar confectionery, the remaining $1.6 billion. What is the remaining dollars? 1.6 billions. We're talking about the value of total UK confectionery increased by 3%, with chocolate sales accounting for 70%. So the remaining is the amount, okay, of effect of the sugar confectionery on the general increase in the UK markets. All right. It, in line 10, let's take a look. Here we are. Line 10. It also increasingly transcends national boundaries. Here we are. So let's get back here. Chocolate confectionery is a market that seems to be remarkably resilient. Marketing. It also increasingly So we're talking about chocolate confectionery market. The chocolate confectionery market. Okay, next. The region, line 15. I really hope I can get it right this time. Okay. 15. In the region, with the expansion of Kit Kat into several countries in the region. Asia, perhaps, they're referring to Asia. By the way, Japan has lots of flavors for Kit Kat chocolate. I really wish I could try them, but they don't appear except in Japan. So they have, I think, Kit Kat with pineapples and stuff. Anyway, so Asia is referred to as the region. Again, so I think we've solved these. That total in line 22, here. So that total, here it is. In Europe, where the chocolate market is estimated to be worth over 12 billion, the UK amount accounts for almost a third of that total. So I would say 12 billion pounds. That's the total. Which, line 24, here we are. Around 60% of all confectionery is bought on impulse, which makes its availability a key determinant of sales. So which here is the fact that which makes the availability the fact that 60% of confectionery is bought on impulse. These brands, again, we're talking about these brands of chocolate. These brands, long established brands, building up these brands. So we're talking about the long established brands. So impulse buying also makes the development of a strong brand vital image, and large, long established brands control the market. Building up these brands. So these are the large, vital brands. Okay. Next, and finally, the products, line 39. Line 39. Here we are. People who buy the products tend to be older and female. Let's get back. Chocolate market hasn't changed very much. Traditionally, the boxed chocolates market. So these products are the boxed chocolates. And here, and this is the answer for the last one, number 8. So this concludes our lesson for today. I really hope I didn't tire you. I have a sore throat now that I've been speaking English for about 2.5 hours non-stop. Hopefully, next time will be a bit easier on you. We have learned the primary things, the basic things that make us good readers in the IELTS test, and this will help you a lot understand texts in a much shorter time than what is generally known, or a much shorter time than usual, and this will help you solve your questions in a bit or in the time given. Again, 60 minutes are given for you during the test, so you need to invest these very carefully. You need to solve every one of the questions. Okay, you have 6 texts. Sorry, 5. The first 4 must be solved in 40 minutes total, so that's 10 minutes each, and the 5th one must be solved in 20 minutes. For those who are taking the academic module, you have 3 texts, 20 minutes each. These strategies will help you be able to read and solve the questions in the time given to you. I hope you have learned lots of good things, or lots of helpful things today, and I'll meet you next time in session 5. Thank you very much.